Hello everyone! Today I'm sharing some disaster cleaning as well as a little bit of decluttering and organizing. I will be packing a few things away in my living room, cleaning underneath my couch cushions, then moving into my master bedroom, which is a total disaster. We've had a lot going on lately, so this has definitely been lower on the priority list, but it's time to reel it back in and get this space in order. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Becky. I'm a wife and mom to 3 little ones, 5 and under. On my channel, I share cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and homemaking. If this sounds like something you would enjoy, I would love to have you. Make sure you click that red subscribe button and let's get into this. Today we are starting in my living room. I'm showing you around just to show you how messy it is. We're going to pick up out here. Once everything's picked up, I'm going to vacuum the couch, take the cushions off, and vacuum underneath the cushions. I like to do this every so often because it can get pretty messy under there. Having 3 little ones, I do let them snack on the couch while they're watching a movie or a TV show, and some crumbs definitely can fall between the cushions, as well as toys and other things. I'm always a little bit surprised by what I find under there. Before we get too far into today's video, I want to mention something that happened to me last week, and I'm only mentioning it because if I don't, I know that you will notice. And rather than having a bunch of questions in the comments and potentially the same repeated questions in the comments and have to go through and answer those individually, I thought I would just take this time to address it first thing, hopefully answer any questions that you may have. I have talked about this over on my Instagram, so I'm kind of gauging the questions I'm going to get from the messages that I received over on Instagram when I shared what happened. So basically, I have some scarring on my face from acne when I was younger. I still have acne as an adult, and now I also have hyperpigmentation around my mouth. I am confident that these skin issues that I have don't bother anybody except for me. I'm sure I'm the only one that notices them, but because they bother me, I decided to do something about them, and I've been getting skin resurfacing treatments for the last 4 or 5 months. I'm going to try to keep this relatively short. My treatment plan was to get microneedling first and then a laser treatment after for various reasons. So during my last appointment, the technician got through the microneedling treatment and then moved to the laser treatment. Usually she starts on the right side of my forehead, then moves to the left side down to my left cheek, then to my right cheek, nose, chin, and then my neck. When she started on the right side of my forehead this time, I noticed the laser sounded a little bit abnormal. Rather than the normal continuous buzzing, the laser kind of sounded like it was pulsing. My first thought was, wow, that sounds really weird. I've gotten this done about 4 times now, so I had an idea of what it sounds like and what to expect. I noticed right away that she missed the left side of my forehead, then went right to my left cheek, where the laser continued to make this weird pulsing noise, and it was also a little bit hotter than normal. Finally, I decided to say something because I just knew it didn't sound right. It didn't feel right. I've gotten this done enough times to know what was normal and what was not normal, and this was definitely not normal. So sure enough, she checked the settings and the laser was on the high intensity spot treatment setting rather than the all over face normal setting. She then changed the setting on the machine to the correct setting and continued on. I really didn't think anything of it right away. My face was already bright red from the microneedling treatment, so when I looked in the mirror right away, nothing looked any different than it normally does. However, that all started to change when I got home and the redness from the microneedling started to go down. I started to notice all of these lines all over my face. I immediately took a picture of the normal side when she turned the settings off compared to the side with all of the lines that was set to the high intensity. the spot treatment setting, there is a big difference. I will insert both pictures right here just so you can have an idea of what I was looking at. I sent them to her in a text message. The technician is also the owner of this med spa, and she told me to text her anytime with any concerns and that she always has her phone on her. So I sent her these pictures with some questions, some concern, and I got no answer. I again texted her the next day when these marks started to scab over with another picture, even more concerned, and again she did not reply until the third day, where she told me this was normal, and unfortunately I've gotten this done enough times to know that this is not a normal reaction. Typically for me, the redness will start to go down on day 2 and be completely gone on day 3, where my skin pretty much feels and looks normal. This time, however, on day 3 and day 4, these red lines started to blister, then they opened up to open wounds. I had these treatments done on a Friday, so I had to go the whole weekend without seeing a doctor or dermatologist. I did see my primary care physician for an e-visit on Saturday when I was very concerned about my face, if it was burns. I really didn't know what was going on, so she did prescribe me some burn cream and told me to make an urgent appointment with a dermatologist on Monday. The dermatologist I saw is a medical and cosmetic dermatologist, so they also have this same laser machine at their practice, and confirmed that this was not supposed to happen at all. And in fact, I now have mostly first but some second degree burns on my face. She is treating me for those. What I'm hoping for is no scarring and no discoloration from this. My dermatologist said that she will do everything she can to try and prevent permanent damage, so of course I am hoping for the best. Over on Instagram, I've gotten a ton of messages, suggestions, recommendations, and I can tell you that I am doing everything I can to hopefully heal as fast and as best as possible. One question I'm getting is, what type of laser was it? It was a Lutronic Ultra laser. Lutronic is the brand, and Ultra is the laser type, I guess. I really don't know much about lasers, but that is what I have come to learn. Another question was, has she apologized or refunded me? And neither of those things have happened. I feel like if I did damage to somebody, especially somebody's face, the first thing I would do, and the least you can do, is apologize. One comment I was getting repeatedly on Instagram is, oh my gosh, she owes you free treatments for life. And to be completely honest, I will never go back to that med spa again. How can I trust somebody who mistakenly uses the wrong setting on my face and possibly causes permanent or long-term damage? So no, I will not be going back to that med spa. The last question I'm getting is asking the name of the spa. That is something I will not be answering regardless of what happened to me. It was a mistake. She is a human. She has kids. She has been in business for a while, and I am not looking to ruin somebody's life and career over one mistake. Even though it was a large mistake on my face, which could be permanent, I still have compassion and empathy, and I understand, like I said, people make mistakes. It is not worth ruining somebody's life over, in my opinion, and I do not want to put her on blast in any way. I have seen people on social media do that, and I just don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't agree with that at all. That is not dismissing the fact that it happened, and I do think she should be held accountable. I am looking into my options, and that is as far as I am going to go as far as an explanation into that. The only reason I chose to explain what happened is because I think it would be really weird to show up and I have all of these red marks and blisters and scabs all over my face. If it were any other part of my body, I would have not said anything and just handled this privately, but because I'm sure somebody is going to notice and wonder and have questions, so I just wanted to answer all of your questions right away. I know this is a very weird introduction into a cleaning video, but for all of you that are familiar with my channel, I didn't want you to be worried or concerned or have questions why or how I look the way I do, so I wanted to get that out of the way right away. And if you have any additional questions, I'm an open book. Just drop them in the comments and I'm happy to answer. As you can see, we have started cleaning my disaster master bedroom bedroom, everything needed to be cleaned in this room. It has been falling apart for about a week now. We have started remodeling our main bathroom and everything else has fallen lower on the priority list, as you can see by the state of my master bedroom. After we get this entire area straightened up, I'm actually going to start packing things away, just items that I know I'm not going to need for the next approximately 4 months before we move to our new house. The socks for basically every person in my house have piled up in this laundry basket. If you've been watching my videos for a couple years now, you probably remember a very large blue laundry basket I used to keep in my bedroom, piled full with unfolded socks. I am so happy to have gone through those socks long ago, and usually I fold socks as they come out of the dryer, and as I put laundry away, things have definitely gotten away from me, and I've ended up with a laundry basket full of socks again. So we're going to go through those, make sure they are put away where they go, and hopefully keep this from happening again. Socks are one of those things that are just so tedious to me, to just sit there and fold socks over and over and over again. And having 3 little ones, 5, 3, and 1, their feet are very similar sizes. So they each have their own specific socks that you can tell apart, so I'm not sitting there wondering whose is whose. I'm just able to quickly sort through them and put them away. You may remember a few weeks ago, I decided to make the switch from using toxic cleaning products to homemade non-toxic cleaning products. I decided it would probably be a good idea if I switched out my makeup as well, since it is something I put on my skin almost every single day. My search led me to this brand, Ilia. So far, I am loving everything. However, the only product I am not super happy with is the mascara. I am very, very picky about my mascara, and there are only 2 brands that I have found that I really, really like. Those 2 brands are Dime and Thrive. The reason I like those mascaras the most is because they don't rub all over your face when you are washing your makeup off. The mascara actually comes off in clumps. So rather than making you look like a raccoon, it just literally literally falls off of your eyelashes, and I love that. I actually stopped wearing mascara for years before I found these two brands of mascara. I just love the way it comes off at the end of the day, and I could not stand that when I washed my makeup off, I just had black all over my face. So I probably went like 4 to 6 years without wearing mascara because of this. But thanks to these two brands, I can wear mascara again, and I love it. But I have replaced all of my other makeup with Ilia makeup, and everything else is amazing so far. Now, as you can see, we are sorting and organizing and decluttering a bit. I do this thing where anytime I am cleaning an area in my house, I tend to put a bunch of stuff that does not go in the area I'm cleaning, but rather all over the house. I put all of that stuff into one box or bag, and my plan is always to walk around and put it where it is supposed to go. However, what ends up happening is I get pulled to do something else, and then I completely forget about this box or bag that needs to be put away, and before I know it, I end up with like 3 or 4 bags or boxes of stuff that needs to be put away around my house. So right now I'm going through all of those things that I have collected while cleaning throughout my house and putting them where they go, finally. After this, I'm going to start packing away those items that I don't think I will need in my current home for the next 4 months or so. At least I'm hoping I don't need anything I pack away until we move to our new house. We are ahead of schedule. We actually anticipated moving next April, so April 2024. But when we met with the builder, I was so surprised to hear that they were way ahead of schedule, and we actually should be moving around October, November. I'm really hoping for like early October. I have been loving my Bloom towels, and anytime a new collection drops, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So far, I have shared every single collection I have gotten with you guys. This one is for 4th of July, and I love these. I love the red, white, and blue for Independence Day because I love my country, and I love that they put these out there. If you want to check them out, I will put a link to Bloom towels in the description, and my code will get you 15% off. My code is Becky15. I always throw this out there that this is not sponsored. I just really enjoy these microfiber towels. They're extra large, super absorbent, and very cute. When I changed my sheets earlier, I threw my quilt in the wash. It always takes a few times to dry it completely because it's very heavy and very thick. While that was drying, I was cleaning up the rest of my room. Now I'm going to wipe down all of the surfaces and put my quilt back on my bed. I know it's pretty out of my control, but I do want to just apologize for a shorter video this week. Typically my videos are about 30 to 45 minutes long. This one is just over 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I've had a number of doctor's appointments this week for the burns on my face, which definitely limited the time I was able to film and edit this video. But I do want to thank you for being here, and I hope you found some motivation from today's video, or even found it relaxing or entertaining. I hope it filled your cup with whatever you needed and you're able to feel positive and productive throughout the rest of your day. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching and just being here. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. I will see you in the next one.